What up, everyone? You know who I am. I'm Jack Slater, aka the Comic Outlaw. Yeah. Ooh, and I'm back. Yeah. Big as life and twice as rotten. you know, I was thinking, there's a lot of superhero movies, that people have been talking about it. Back, the Marvel Universe, the Dark DC Universe, or whatever the hell it's called. They just call it DOA, Dead on Arrival. I don't mean to. DC has really kind of just spun around on what they're doing. It seems like they can't commit to anything. The movies have just been kind of lackluster. As far as having a cohesive universe, I don't know. Aquaman was a decent movie. There's been a few decent ones, but other than that, it's just been kind of. But before the Marvel Universe came out, and before they started making all these movies, back when they had Superman back in the day, Christopher Reeves with big ball and shot Colin. That's what people remember as Superman back at this time. And Batman was, well, kind of circling the drain at this point, believe it or not. Indeed he was. Indeed he was. But there's a little something right here. Might as well make that all the way through. I have a little something here about superhero movies. A little change. Check this out. I don't know if you've heard of this or not. Mystery Men. Now this, actually or not, believe it or not, was a comic book. A little short run comic book. This came out in 1999. Yes, that's what I mean by I'm taking you back. Before all the hoopla, you know what I mean? Like right when X-Men Part 1 was coming out and getting ready to, well, disappoint hardcore fans across the theaters and every theater. With the exception of Wolverine's performance and a few high notes. But this little gem was just something I had to talk to you guys about. The star power in this is just interesting. Like Ben Stiller, Janine Garofalo, Hank Azaria, William Macy. It's just like it's a who's who. Paul Rubens, the guy that played Pee Wee Herman's in this. Pee Wee Herman's in this. You guys don't know who Pee Wee Herman is. He used to have this big show back in the 80s. And then he caught on in a theater, Cornell Theater, and kind of ruined his career. Although I don't know why. He was in a porno theater with other adults. And he was spanking his monkey. It's kind of like the place to go. It wasn't like he was doing it in a Burger King bathroom stall during some kid's birthday party, if you know what I'm saying. Just saying. Now, this movie is actually pretty awesome. I've seen this multiple times. Now, these guys don't have superpowers per se. Take Ben Stiller's character. He's Mr. Furious. He has a power of unboundless rage when he gets mad. Yeah. I have that power too when I can't find my fucking keys. Alright. And see, Macy's character right here is the shoveler. And he has the power to shovel better than any other person alive. And it's interesting because he's the guy from Shameless. And he basically plays the exact opposite character. Because in this one, he's actually a decent father and kind of like a father figure to everyone. And in Shameless, well, he's just off the chain. I think that would be the shoveler's arch enemy, that guy. And then, of course, the bowler, Janine Garofalo. Yes, I know some people like her, some people hate her, but she did a good job in this one. Basically, her father's head, skull, is in the bowling ball and it's alive. And it flies around, knocking people over. So imagine, you will, a bowling ball with a skull in it that talks to her. Yep. Now, Hank Azaria, who's played in many, many different movies, and also the voice of a lot of different characters on The Simpsons. He plays a lot of them, like Moe. Let's see, Burns, Smithers. He just plays the cadre of characters. He's done so much character acting, it's kind of hard to find him in like his roles. He kind of disappears into the role. Let's see, what's this guy's name? Like I said, there's a lot of good stuff in here. A lot of good actors. I was surprised at how many comedians they actually brought in. Now the Spinks, they had to do almost every cliche. So this guy was kind of like the mystery leader, the spiritual advisor, and he just does real cliche, like pep talks. If you want something to go up, it must come down. If you want this, it'd be like, you're quick to anger, my friend, but unless you master your anger will become your master. That kind of. Anyways, there's this big villain. Oh, I forgot the Spleen. He has the ability to fart, deadly farts, like 15 feet away. Dude's out. It's actually kind of a useful power if you need to get the hell out of a bad situation pretty quick. But anyways, these guys are misfits and superheroes, and what happens is this big villain escapes, and oh my god. And the city's called Champion City. This guy, Captain Amazing, who's like the Superman, the main Superman of the group, he has basically sold out. He's basically just covered with products and stuff like that, and he's run out of villains. He's in a situation where he's done his job so well that all the supervillains are gone, and instead of hanging it up, he's trying to make that money, baby. Here comes the money. So, in order to keep his sponsors happy, because basically he's breaking up nursing home fights that these guys are trying to make a reputation on, so he decides to break out his biggest arch enemy, Casanova Frankenstein. You heard me right, folks. Casanova Frankenstein. What a name for a supervillain, man. Like, I gotta admit, that does sound cool. Anyways, to let him out, of course, Casanova's a nutbag. Blows up the asylum. Amazing shows up. Plug your ears for spoilers. La 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 la. And of course, he gets captured. Some fuckery ensues as these guys try to rescue Captain Amazing. And then a switch that may or may not have been pulled more than once gets pulled, and let's just say Amazing just becomes, well, barbecue. And it's up to these guys to stop Casanova Frankenstein and his disco dancing henchmen. You heard me right. Disco dancing henchmen. I mean, shit just gets crazy. They end up fighting an inventor that invents non-lethal weapons, but they still work. Like a gun that when you fire it, fires this concentrated blast of soap and it makes clothes tight where you can't move. Matter of fact, I have good use for that invention. Go to the lingerie store. Anyways, this group of misfit heroes actually kind of learn to work together, form an actual team. And they kind of learn from each other too how to be heroes. And of course, I can't forget the Invisible Boy. And this is from they were part of that team, Keenan and Kel. That's Cal. And he plays the Invisible Boy, and he can only be invisible when no one can see him. Yeah. But he actually turns invisible. It's just if you turn around, he turns back to normal. I don't know. But interesting power. Weird. And it's just this group of misfits that come together and have big dreams and they want to do something good. And finally they get their shot. And it's a decent story, for what it is. I mean, keep in mind, it's not Avengers Endgame. There's not going to be Casanova Frankenstein's not going to get the Infinity. Well, I'm not going to say stones. I can't get it out of my mouth. The Infinity Gems, and just because they're gems, goddammit, they're not fucking stones. I hate that they made that change. It pisses me off. But anyways, I'm going to step off my soapbox. And I just recommend this movie if you want a good time. You know, watch a bunch of lovable misfits go at it, a bunch of great comedians, and their timing on this is really well. They work together really good, and it's just one of those movies that just kind of gels together for some odd and fun reason. So if you want a good time just watching just a good superhero movie about a band of misfits, this is it. I mean, it's kind of like Goonies meets Justice League with a slight twist of insanity. But yeah, check it out. Mystery Men, 1999. And I know it's on Peacock and a couple other places, so, you know, if you got some time, just give it a watch. You'll find it to be funny. It's entertaining, you know, and it gives you kind of an idea on whatnot that you don't have to be Superman to be a hero. You just have to go out there and do something. Get up, get off your ass, and help out. Being a hero isn't about powers, the rings, charms. It's about what you do for you and the people around you. So yeah, recommend the movie Mystery Men. Check it out. And as always, you know who I am. I'm Jack Slater, man. Hit me up. Discuss. Like. Subscribe. And as always, I will catch you on the flip side.